But it hasn't all gone the plan since then. Do you think she's got what it takes to be a real superstar over the 700?
Yeah, I do. I really do, Jason. I think the key factor is that she's only had 23 starts. So we're talking about a young, inexperienced greyhound that's got sheer brilliance. We've seen the times that she posted, sub 34 seconds here earlier in her campaign over the 595. She was winning with sheer ability and she wasn't really learning how to race. Now, being a back marker over the staying trip, a few times she's brought herself undone coming around dogs, underneath dogs, and just we've seen it in that replay that we viewed. She still might be taking the wrong run, but she's only had 20 starts under her belt. That'll come with time and maturity. She's only a March whelping. You know, she's only 2.5. She can run 700. She's got the ability. She'll just need to learn to race over the next 15 and 20 starts. I think she'll start learning her craft. And I like it when she's drawn wide and can hook around because I think she's stronger than most dogs in Australia. But she just has the tendency to want to look for runs up the fence where they're not there. And it's been her undoing. Quality-wise, yes, she's lacking a bit of experience, but she's a high-quality stayer.
Speaking of Ella's Babe, who promises a lot over the staying ranks, Nathan Gretsch on paper. From the market point of view, it's a 3-dog race. Where's the weight of money landing?
Runners are arriving in the boxes now for race number 10. This is the Valet Deb Coleman, mix 4 and 5. Over the staying trip. And Ethanol Water is the favourite at $2.80. $3 Ella's Babe, $3.80 Kenya Amy. They are the top three in the market. Pass mark 11, 23 Virat, 26 Zipping Grande. Finesse Jules into 19 now, and Pig Widgeon is the outsider of the field at $101 on fixed odds. So the favourite now is Ella's Babe. It takes over from Ethanol Water. Ella's Babe was a bit luckless in the Top Gun on Saturday, 42.93 behind Kenya All Class. Was second who exploded in the Sydney Cup. It's won 9 of 23, 2 of 5 over this trip. Ethanol Water was sixth behind at Kenya All Class in that Group 1 Top Gun. Drew the 3, goes to the red tonight, was fifth behind Passmark here before that. It's won 18 of 51, has had 2 starts here for a win. Gallop of 41 and 65. Kenya Amy, 370, winner at the Meadows, 42 and 40 last starts, won 10 of 32. And they are the only ones under double figures. Passmark is next best. He was fourth to Raiders Guide in a heat of the Hume Cup. He was a winner beating Kenya All Class, the Top Gun champ, in a 7.15 here before that. He's won 13 of 43, 3 of 11 over this trip. At the start, starting signal about to be given. There it is, and they're about to move in. So $2.70 the 7, $2.90 the red, $4 the pink, and $10 for Passmark as they're getting set. Race number 10. Moving in. Thanks, Patch. They're getting set for the Valet Deb Coleman, the mix 4 and 5. $2.70 Ella's Babe, $2.90 Ethanol Water, $4 Kenya Amy. They're the only ones under double figures. And this is the Valet Deb Coleman, the mix 4 and 5. And the green light is turned on and the lure's on the roll. They're set to run. Ready? And away and racing. Beginning well in the centre was Passmark, trying to push through Ethanol Water on the inside, but it's going to be Passmark in front. Gets out by a length or two on Ethanol Water. They've gone very wide behind it. Zipping Grande was very deep and Kenya Amy went past it. A lap to go. Passmark leads Ethanol Water. 5 or 6 to Pig Widgeon third. Fourth then was Finesse Jewel. Next in the field was Ella's Babe. Gives the leader 8 from Virat, and then came Kenya Amy, and last of all was Zipping Grande. Leader Passmark. Ethanol Water right on its coattails. The chasing pack are coming. Pig Widgeon, Finesse Jewel into the outside, Ella's Babe, but it's still Passmark in front. He leads a length and a half, Ethanol Water, and Passmark's going to win again. A length on the line, Ethanol Water. Third, Pig Widgeon. Fourth, Ella's Babe. Next in was Finesse Jewel, followed by Kenya Amy. Then came Zipping Grande and Virat, and it's 41 and 80 for the time.
First out, first home, wins again at double figure odds, as he did in the Victoria Cup just a few weeks ago on Cranbourne Cup night. And Nathan Rooney, I mean, at some stage, the market's got to respect him, and so does everyone else, because he is a very good stayer.
He is, and he was able to lead tonight. And once he led, he's not an easy dog to get past. He's been winning around the 715 metre distance at Sandown, running dogs down on the likes of Kangaroo class. So once he led, I knew Ethanol Water was going to have her work cut out and picking him up. He's run nearly a new PB there tonight, Jace. 41.84. That is a PB. We said pre-race he's an honest stayer. It runs around the 42-second mark at the track and distance. He was able to lead and dictate from the front, and he's honest. He's going to demand respect now going forward.
He has to. He goes into next Saturday's Bowl Tree seats with a lot of respect, and he needs to start being noticed after his performance here tonight. What did you make of the two main ones that we spoke about before in Ethanol Water and Ella's Babe? We knew Ethanol Water's going to be tired, and Ella's Babe has got too far back and just basically had too much work to do.
Yeah, she was most probably a bit of a forgive run again, Jace. We've seen the scrimmage going through the 595 boxes on the first corner, so to speak, and we kind of anticipated that with Virat and Zipping Grande going via the Cape. We knew that was going to be happening. We thought Ethanol Water might be the leader, and then from there we'd be able to roll along in front. Well, that was pass mark, and Ethanol Water was doing the chasing. So the runners behind, I can somewhat forgive on first glance of watching the race live, because there was a lot of interference, and when dogs are running 41.8 on the arm, they're hard to pick up, and they got a commanding lead, Ethanol Water and pass mark, in the early stages. So complete forgive run for Kenya Amy, complete forgive one for Ella's Babe. Just that race shape with a couple of wide runners drawn closer to the fence wasn't ideal for them tonight.
As we look ahead to the Bowl Tree seats next Saturday night, how do you judge the staying ranks at the moment? There's always a lot of chatter about it, and they seem to just come and go so quickly, but I think the bottom line is when you get them all in one place, like we will next week, you sort of open your eyes and think staying races is still alive and kicking. Yeah,
I think at Victoria at the moment we've got a lot of good stayers. You know, Aunt Virginia's having a 680 at Geelong tonight. You see Passmark that's measuring up, Kangaroo class winning the Top Gun last week, and I think if you want to go back and look at the Top Gun stars from last week, Jace, everything was a winning hope with 50 to go, You know, Drill Sergeant.
And they all have a crack, just about.
Yeah, they're all good honest stars. You got front-running stars, you got stars like Ella's Baby who are going to come from the back. You got Passmark who's going to be forward. I think, you know, with the 4 heats and hopefully they're jam-packed full of quality, I think the best 8 compiled will be very similar to the Top Gun stars, and that will make for a mouth-watering contest on Melbourne Cup night.
It's going to be the best race meetings of the year next Saturday night, as it is time after time. In the meantime, we just saw the previous run and won by Passmark, and of course the race named in honour of Deb Coleman, who passed away peacefully overnight, Sunday into Monday. And as I said before, just such a loved and respected person in our game. And here's a package that Sky Racing put together a few years ago on Deb and her story in greyhound racing.